All right. Hello, everyone. Mr. No Souls here, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about the hideout. Last time we went over a real quick way to go and look for valuables with a couple different resources, go and find what type of ammos you'll want to use, so on and so forth. But today we're going to be going and talking about how to know what resources you need to prioritize and also how to find where they can come from. Uh, you know, you can see you get a bunch of different things coming back. These aren't really important. This isn't what we're going to be doing today. Let's go and look at upgrades. So, everything either has to be created or it needs upgrades. You're going to find all of it when you come into your hideout. You will see right here, it's going to give you a list of all the items you need, the volume that you're going to need them, how many you have currently, and if there's any prerequisite trader rep that you need to get to, so like mechanic level 2. I only have them level 1 at the moment. And then it'll give you how long till you can actually install the improvement, which is a minimum of 3 hours. So, a real quick way to do that, I have all these. I don't need any more bolts, which is actually untrue. I need multiple amounts of bolts, so this probably isn't enough, but I'm just going to show, for instance. Add this to the hideout, come here, add this to the hideout, and when you go and you find them in game, you're going to be able to know, oh yeah, these things are important to the hideout. So I need to go and make sure that I can store them. Of course, you can only see it once you pick it up, but doing this process will at least put it in your memory that, hey, I should be paying attention to nuts, bolts, weapon parts, light bulbs, so on and so forth. Another thing then is you can look while you're going through and you'll see like barter items, electronics, and if you come over to your handbook, go barter items, go electronics, scroll down, and there's the electronic drill. So you can go through and see, hey, these are the items I need to make sure are marked. Now, something interesting to note is that if you mark it in the hideout and you mark it here, um, you have to go back and actually unmark them in another location because, yeah, see, even though you'll unmark these, it won't necessarily carry over into the handbook. The handbook will actually go through multiple wipes, is my understanding. Meanwhile, if you just do it in the hideout itself, it will only carry through until the end of the wipe. So, just so you're aware, there are two different effective logs of what you're looking for, and they're useful in their own ways. Now, that's effectively everything you're going to be doing for the hideout, one way or another, to find all the materials. You just go through, take a look, say, okay, I need WD-40, the 10 milliliters, and that's the last thing. Now, there are some things you should keep in mind because all of these things belong to these specific categories like the barter tools and so on and so forth. They all actually belong to specific, and give me a second here to pull it up. Let's come over here to the map genie so you can see. Now I'm going to have to flip over to that. There we go. You can see here, these are all the maps. And when you're looking for certain things, you'll know that certain types of spawns favor one group or another. Like crates, for instance, can have those mechanical spawns. Toolboxes are a lot higher mechanical spawns. You won't get it in med crates, for instance, but you can also get them in duffel bags. Technically speaking, you can also get them in caches. Caches are a little bit tricky though because they don't always spawn. So like this is one cluster of caches, here's another cluster of caches, here's another cluster of caches. Well, technically there's one cluster of caches, there's another cluster of caches. And normally you only get one spawn in a cache. So what's important is to figure out what individual container type could possibly have what you're looking for. Duffel bags could have almost anything. Crates, depending on what type of crate, they can be all sorts of things. So you could get, for instance, provisions in there too. So if you're looking for food, can show up in provisions, duffel bags, crates, depending on the type of crate. Technically speaking, also show up in cache, as I said. Anything can show up in a cache. But yeah. Now, armors only are specific locations, and you can see exactly what armor could potentially spawn. You have weapon mods, which are just loose loot sitting out on the map that are only weapons. If you're looking for electronic components that are like your GPUs, your power supply units, computer fans, all these locations. Uh, Jackets are going to be your locations for majority of your keys. So even though, jackets might not have the most valuable raw loot, keys can give you access to the rooms that have the most valuable loot or higher percentage chance to obtain that loot. And you would do the exact same thing on all the different maps. You'd go through and you'd look, hey, what can I find for what, let's say, ammo boxes. We're looking for ammo. Technically, you can find them in duffel bags, but they're a very low chance. Some crates, again, have a higher chance. The ones that are like in here, you have a better chance of finding them in these technical supply crates. Not so much in the medical supply crates, though you can, I think, still have a chance of finding it. I think it's like really, really, really low. Um, so yeah, wooden ammo boxes, that kind of stuff. Read through, memorize your maps, figure out where things are, and that's really how you're going to have the best shot of leveling your hideout quickly. Go to these map sites, go look at it, learn the locations that you're going to want to go take a look at, read the notes on them, figure out where they are. Anyways, guys, I think I've rambled on long enough. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good day. Bye bye.